Welcome to another episode of AUTOMOTREV. We are here at my home away from home, the mecca of motorsports, the beautiful Monticello Motor Club. We're talking about 4.1 miles of race grade asphalt, and today is race day. So behind me, you're gonna see some action on the track, but we're here to talk about another absolutely amazing vehicle. This 2020 BMW M8 Competition Coupe. Now, this car boasts 617 horses, 553 pounds of torque from a 4.4 liter twin turbo V6. This car is a 0 to 60 vehicle in under 3 seconds. Now, as spec, this competition would cost you about $170,000, give or take a few bucks here or there. But the question that we want to answer today is this a car that is fun to drive on track? And there's no better place to test that, and no better time than now. So why don't we go ahead, let's get some outside shots, let's give you a view of this car, let's take a look at the interior, let's get a cold start, and then let's get it on track and put this thing through its paces, and let's answer that question. Is this truly a beast on 4 wheels, an adrenaline-inducing machine dressed up in a tuxedo? Is this a track assassin or a street pedestrian? Let's find out, but I tell you, I've got high hopes for this. Definitely do. Stay tuned. All right, so now it's time that we get a chance to hear the exhaust notes of this vehicle. We're talking about listening to the audible symphony of 617 horses under the hood. This is a car, again, that is capable of propelling you from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. That's 2.8 seconds to be exact. And we're also looking at a car that from the factory is capable of running the quarter mile in the 10s. That's phenomenal. But let's get back to it. Let's start this baby up and see how she sounds. Will she purr? Will she snap, crackle, and pop? Let's find out. So now let's take this baby actually on track. Let's see how this does. All right, so here we are on track. Now I'm gonna tell you, just right off the bat, having the car in the sport settings, Sport Plus on engine, Sport Plus in transmission, just very solid, very capable. You know, it just feels good. It's got a really dialed in feel when it comes to the steering. It's funny because it actually feels like, you know, it feels comfortable, but yet I'm getting all of the road you know, translated really nicely through the steering wheel. And I feel like this car has a great connection to the track. So what do I think about the M8 competition on track? I gotta tell you, this car is an absolute blast to drive. I mean, it is a ton of fun. It corners beautifully. It's a heavy car, just about 4,300 pounds, but the weight transfer is really perfect. I mean, I'm gonna say that this car is more than fun. It's extremely capable as a track car. Just has a very, very tight feel, well balanced, you know, for being front engine and this heavy. I mean, you can't drive this without an absolute smile on your face. And like here, opening it up is just beautiful. I mean, jeez, that power, you know, all of that feel is just fantastic. Okay, so when it comes down to the M8 competition, I'm gonna tell you, this car is nimble, powerful, absolutely balanced in a way that I would have never expected, and it's very predictable. You know, when you put your foot down, you know the response you're going to get. The steering is absolutely the best steering I've actually felt in an M car. It's comfortable, but yet it translates the road right into my hands and allows me to make, you know, great decisions and smart calls when it comes to my driving. I think if you have this car and you have not driven it on a track, you've literally have not experienced the capabilities of this vehicle. And I'm going to tell you again, best place to drive it, here at the Monticello Motor Club. You know, you can get your hands on the, you know, behind the wheel of one of these, truly open it up. If it's your first time on track, get an instructor. These guys are the absolute best. They're pros, and they'll have you capably and safely pushing your vehicle, you know, to its performance limits as it was designed to do. What a day at the Monticello Motor Club with this beautiful 2020 BMW M8 competition coupe. I gotta tell you, is it fun to drive? Absolutely. If you're driving on the street alone, if you have this car and you haven't tracked it, get it onto a track as soon as possible. Matter of fact, get online, make a phone call, make a reservation, get to the Monticello Club now, book your time with an instructor, because you need to see what this car can absolutely do. I mean, you think about 617 horses, but it's fully controlled, yet extremely raw. I mean, do your homework on a car like this. You're, again, talking about doing the quarter mile in the 10s, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, yet it is nimble, precise, and well balanced. And when you put it, you know, on the asphalt here at Monticello Motor Club, and you take these 22 unique turns, 450 feet of elevation, there is nothing more than overwhelming adrenaline. But you're also looking at an automobile that is an ultimate driving machine that you can take, put on track, and enjoy it to the fullest. It appears to be track prepared from the factory. I love this car. It was a great day. So I want to thank again the Monticello Motor Club, my home away from home, the mecca of motorsports, and thank you again for tuning into AUTOMOTREV. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, please hit that button, share a like, leave a comment. You know, we're going to do so much more as time goes by. So again, it was a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Again, dig deeper, learn more about this BMW M8 competition. Automotastic.